Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwin, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about the Emperor as we get into the Emperor's Tarot. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K content every single day. And of course, check out our huge archive of videos with a bunch of 40K lore. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Emperor's Tarot. The Emperor's Tarot, also called the Imperial Tarot, is a pack of 78 psychoactive liquid crystal cards that are linked to the psyche of the Emperor of Mankind in the Warp. The tarot, commonly believed to have been designed by the Emperor himself before the Horus Heresy, is used throughout the Imperium as a form of divination or prophecy. The Emperor's Tarot is divided into two parts: the Greater Arcana, or the Major Secrets, and the Lesser Arcana, or the Minor Secrets. Major Arcana represents the forces outside of a regular Imperial citizen's control, while Minor Arcana represent things that an Imperial citizen can change. The cards are laid upside down and then turned. As they are turned, they are read and interpreted by the reader. The second and fourth cards are signifiers, bringing clarity to the ones preceding them. When flipped over, if the card is facing the reader, then it is a bad omen. If the cards are facing the individual asking the questions, it is a good omen. The Emperor's Tarot is believed to be one of the few remaining ways that the Emperor can directly communicate with mankind, and is held by the ecclesiarchy and the devout of the imperial cult to be a sacred tool used by him to warn of impending dangers now that he is ascended. The Emperor's Tarot can only provide a truly precognitive reading if it is used by an individual who is a trained psyker. A non-psychic individual who uses the cards will only produce a random reading with no more deliberate prediction than the original deck of tarot cards from old Earth. Within the deck is the God Emperor card. A human body, brown with age and blackened in death, sits locked within a great throne of gold, steel, and brass. The corpse's mouth is open, projecting a silent scream that echoes through the unseen layers of the universe. Before the howling cadaver, a legion of angels kneeling, crying violet tears. When drawn from the deck, this card speaks of warp travel, of discovery, of hope in the cold depths of space. When drawn upside down, it foretells of the warp's malignant touch infecting the servants of the Imperium. A hopeless war, death from the far reaches of space. Another card is the card of the Great Eye, a wound in reality, an open scar in space where the bruised purple and blood-red eye of chaos leers into the galaxy. The stars die around the eye, some fading into cold darkness, others bursting in white-hot torment. The eye stares dully, little emotion beyond its distant hate. But the nebula flares, tendrils spreading across space. The eye has opened. To draw this card is to foretell of war against the forces of chaos, as the eye is often interpreted to be the eye of Horus, the war master who betrayed the Emperor and unleashed the terrible Horus heresy upon the galaxy. Another card is the card of the Despoiler, which shows the galaxy burning. A figure stands in ancient power armor, wreathed in a billion screaming souls that encircle him like mist. In its right gauntlet, holy terror blackens and crumbles. A demigod's blood drips from his talons. In the dim reaches of the vision, almost an afterthought, a distant howling light fades into darkness and silence. The figure smiles for the first time in 10,000 years. When drawn, the Despoiler card is the bane of life, the truest indicator of coming loss and unavoidable bloodshed for the Imperium of mankind, usually at the hand of chaos. Inversed, the card represents a rival of the Despoiler, someone destined to stand against Abaddon the Despoiler, the archenemy of mankind, and those of the ruinous powers. The Emperor's Tarot deck holds the cards of the High Priest, the Emperor, or the God Emperor, the Harlequin, the Inquisitor, the Assassin, the Space Marine, the Squad, the Demon, the Hulk, the Warped Renegade, the Galaxy, the Star, the Knight, the Sword, the Emperor's Throne, the Eye of Horus, the Great Host, the Shattered World, Galactic Lens, the Great Eye, and the Despoiler. The combination of the Eye of Horus with the Great Host, the Shattered World above the Emperor's Throne, and the Galactic Lens is known to be a very bad omen. It signifies the gathering of the powers of chaos and the death of many worlds, usually a warning of another Black Crusade from the Eye of Terror, or similarly, devastating campaigns by the Imperium's many enemies. And those were 40 facts on the Imperial Tarot, or the Emperor's Tarot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media you guys use. This is one of those pretty in-depth lore videos where not many people will probably watch just because it's kind of obscure, but it's really awesome, especially if you're an artist and you have some extra time. It would be really cool for you to sit down and actually take the cards that I mentioned and try to draw out some pretty badass looking cards. And then when your friends come over, you guys can play something or a type of game based on whatever card you guys draw. I'm pretty sure there's already some type of gaming mechanic out there for this type of stuff. But, you know, now that the Christmas holiday is coming and you have some extra time, if you're an artist and you want to draw some pretty badass Emperor's Tarot cards, and then you can play with your group next year. If you guys enjoy our videos and you want to see more, please jump on over to Patreon. A simple $1 a month helps us create more videos. If you can't, we understand. Simply by liking, commenting, and sharing, it helps out the channel. But with that said, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.